Sul, Fino, Fredice, Sims. When last we left off, Samuel is trying to juggle gaining more family friends, as he needs a total of 5 to gain his next promotion. But every time he tries to gain one, he tends to lose more friendship in the other ones at the same time. You need to find a way to get all those friends at the same time, Samuel. Either that or you've got a fair few days more work ahead of you. But we're not focusing on Samuel today, we're going to be focusing on Dave, and the fact that Dave and Yvette are in love, as we can see right here. 100 short-term and 81 long-term, with a red heart there. Today might very well be the day. And by the day, I mean the day that Dave asks Yvette the question. The question being, will you marry me? He can propose now to her, and she also has a red heart with him, so there is a possibility that it will work. There is only one way to find out, however, and that is to get started with today. First, we'll have him prepare some breakfast, but more than one serving. About 5 or 6 servings. I mean, he's only going to be eating one of them, but Yvette will be eating another when she does come round. We're going to have him eat one right now. Eventually, when he manages to spin over to that chair, there we go, we'll have him use this, we'll have him take a shower, and then we'll have him invite Yvette over. By then, it should be far enough in the morning that he should be able to do that. Then again, maybe it won't be far enough in the morning and he won't be able to do that. We could also have him just have a little nap in bed. That's actually a really good idea, just to top up that energy and comfort there. Marvellous. Time for you to get up once again and fill up that bowl. And then we'll be calling Yvette to come over. We have a cunning plan. That cunning plan is that we'll have her come over, we'll then watch some television together, and by us I mean that she'll be watching television and Dave will then just go off and do something else, and when she's done with that, she'll then have a meal, and then they'll interact a bit, and then he'll ask to marry her. There's a certain thing that you have to do, a selection of actions that need to be performed for there to be a chance that it will work. Her needs need to be pretty much nearly maximum, if not very high. His needs also need to be very high, and you do need to have a very high relationship, and doing the asking of the question in here is probably a good idea because the room stat is so high here. You definitely don't want to be doing it out here. Alright, why don't we invite you over? It is 7 o'clock, I'm sure you won't mind. I hope you won't mind anyway. We may even get changed into normal clothing here. Will she say yes? Sure, I haven't got anything better to do. See you soon. No problem. We're not going to have pizza today because we prepared quite a lot of food. And no, nobody else is going to be hanging out with us. It's just going to be Dave and Yvette. This is actually a little nerve-wracking because I haven't had anybody marry anybody ever since the Hot Date expansion was released, because they did make it that much more difficult. Alright, we'll use this for the first time to change into the clothing that Dave typically wears. And then we shall wait patiently for Yvette to arrive. We could also just go kick the flamingo a bit. Why not? It'll be fun. Also, I really think we need to take care of them at some point. But not right now. Well, we could take care of them now, but there's also one over there. Why not interact with Dog? That wouldn't be so bad. It's a good use of our time. Come over here, Dog. We'd like to interact with you. We'll just pet Dog a little bit. It will most certainly improve our social, which is fantastic. That is something else that also needs to be boosted up. I don't think their social is super high when they turn up. Where is she? She will turn up in just a few minutes, because apparently people turn up on the hour, almost exactly. Is she here? The answer is not yet. There she is! Right on time. And she's brought chocolates with her. Chocolates that we're going to inevitably ignore. Alright, we'll just, we're not going to be grabbing a plate just yet. We're just going to wait for Yvette to turn up, and then we're going to grab a plate of food. Hello, Yvette. How are you? Chocolates? Oh, you shouldn't have. Are they Dave's favourite chocolates? Well, we're going to find out. Are they? Well, they seem to be. He seems very happy to get them. And we're just going to drop them pretty much right here, in the middle of the path. Alright, we're going to be grabbing a plate here, almost immediately, so that we can socialise, and also so that we can fill up that hunger bar. Marvellous. Part 1 of the plan is going very well indeed. I'm not sure if it's actually going to work, but it is worth a try. And this will improve their social, and it will also help to get them to know each other that little bit better. Then again, I'm not sure they actually can know each other that much better, because they do know each other pretty much 100. And almost immediately that food goes off, and we definitely want to move that. We can't move it right now because it's being used, but we will be able to move it soon. We'll just wait for them to move away from that. Ah, thank you very much. That was very good of you. We most certainly want to... You can put that away, you know. There is a sink right there. We definitely need to clean that up. Maybe... Is he going to go and get it? He is going to go and... No, he isn't. He is not going to go and get it. Or is he going to go and get it? No, he's definitely not. Ah, he's going to go get it now? Marvellous. And now he has a big stack of plates that he's going to clean up. And I think, yep, she's going to go over there, which is fine. And we're going to turn on the television in the meantime, so that she can get some much-needed entertainment. There we go. We'll just, let time pass, and let the entertainment entertain both of them. Alright, we'll then ask her to come and watch television. Is that option there now? It is not there now. There are so many things. We could ask her to sit for the moment. That might work. Is watch television? There we go. Watch television. There we go. And I think she'll, she'll stand up just to sit down so that she can do that. And we'll stop watching television so that we can use this here. There we go. We'll be interacting with her later. For now, we're just going to let time pass until that fun Ooh, that is the phone saying that we've missed work. That is okay, and we might as well clean this up, because we're not going to be doing anything with that. In the bin you go! And I think now is a good time to go and interact with her a bit. How about a hug? A hug is always a good start. Would you like a hug? I hope you'd like a hug. Our mood is pretty high. It is currently 4 out of 5. It could be 5 out of 5, but unfortunately our hygiene is a little bit low. We could try another hug. An intimate hug. Will that work? The answer is yes, it will. And unfortunately we're in Bridget's way. She'll find a way to get past us, don't worry. We'll just wait a tiny bit. What could we do here? We could have a polite kiss. That also might work. It will work. It's safe to say, but a lot of these interactions will work. And she's just waiting. Maybe we should move out of the way. Or maybe we should turn off Yeti Man. Let us turn off Yeti Man, shall we? With the press of one controller, Yeti Man has now been turned off, because every hour that Bridget is here is another hour where things could go wrong. Alright, there is an interaction here, and that is a bee-kissed interaction. Aha! She is kissing us this time round. And that is a very different kiss to what Dave normally gives. Well, it certainly worked. I think it's safe to say that we could try and ask the question now. We could ask her to marry Dave. The worst thing that could happen here is that it'll go horribly wrong. Will you marry me, Yvette? Yes? No? Yes, she will! Aha! Congratulations, Dave and Yvette. You are now man and wife. And it costs 1,000 simoleons. He is once again very poor. But they are in love, and Bridget is congratulating them. I did not know that she would do that. I thought that it would only be guests that are around. Your household just gained a new member, and any friends of theirs are now friends of yours. And a lot of money. We now have 13,909 simoleons. Wow. I think it's safe to say that we're going to be, getting a few things for the house, wouldn't you say? Also, she has a career as a hypnotist here, which isn't so bad. She needs a point of logic. We're definitely going to need to get her something to improve her logic, but now Yvette is a part of the household. It is now Dave Smith, Dog Smith, and Yvette Smith. Who else does she know? She's also friends with Virginia Towney, which does make sense considering the fact that she did ask if Virginia Towney could come over at one point. But we've finally done it! We've finally done it! Dave and Yvette are now husband and wife, and we have a little bit of money to spend. Let's spend some of that money, shall we? What will we buy? Well, we could buy a much better bed. Let's buy a much better bed, shall we? We could spend a lot of money to get that bed. We could spend a lot of money to get that bed. That would definitely be a good investment. A really good investment considering we have a lot of money. But it might be better off to buy other things first, like for instance a better toilet and a better shower. You know what, we really need the better toilet. Let's just get that first, shall we? The toilet that flushes itself so that no longer is a problem. And we also want a better shower, because why not? We'll buy this one right here. Do we want to buy this one as well, the better sink? You know what, it can't hurt, we have loads of money right now. But we do need to be careful because that money won't stretch that far if we spend all of it immediately. What else do we want? We may want a better fridge. A better fridge would certainly help. Then again, it is a big investment for a tiny amount of increase. If we were going to get a better fridge, we'd want to get this one. The one that Samuel has. You know what? Why not? Let's just do that right now. We now have this here. And we'll also get rid of this, and which one of these shall we buy? We could get this one, that is pretty good. We could also get this one. That one's pretty good. Or this one. I wonder, do we need any more room? We may need more room. We may need more room. We could put that right there. Actually, I think we shouldn't get that one. We should get this one. We don't need the room at the moment. We are going to put that over there because we're going to get a trash compactor. And we're going to put it pretty much right here. And then we'll put the food processor on top of it. And we may even get a, there we go, a dishwasher. Excellent. We only have 5,463 simoleons left, which goes to show just how much money can disappear when you're buying lots of awesome stuff. We really need to buy a better bed. Goodbye, Napoleon sleigh bed, and hello, far better bed, because now 2 people are going to be sleeping in it and not just 1. We could buy this one. I really think we should buy that one. The Midnight Mystery Canopy Bed. Discerning Sims throughout the ages have recognized the allure of canopy beds. Once a practical necessity, canopies protected medieval Sims from the cold of night and the prying eyes of ye old star journalists. Wrap yourself in decadent privacy within the luxurious drapes of our Midnight Mystery Canopy Bed, and you'll truly rest in peace. If you want to. That is 10 energy, 10 comfort, and 5 room. And about 5 grand. All money very well spent indeed. There are a few more things we could get. We do need to get a slightly better table here, because why not? Let them celebrate the fact that they now have lots more money. They could get this table, for instance. It's not a bad one. The For-Me table. Hand-planned and scraped in the ancient Italian tradition, this beautiful For-Me cherry table has become popular with the fresh batch of brassiere and bistro restaurateurs. Water and chard resistant, hand wax finish ensures lasting beauty, scratch blending, and frictionless cleanup. A table sure to please even the most seasoned dining critics. We shall buy that, and we shall sell this, because if we have lots of money, we might as well pretty much spend all of it. We could also use our money to buy things like better lighting fixtures that will provide room, but we're not going to do that right now. You know what, actually? Let's do that right now. We'll get rid of this one, and then we'll move this one over here. But this stays, and this stays. And does this stay? It does get used occasionally, so we'll let that stay. What else could we get? We could get a far better, floor lamp, but they are rather, ooh, that one's pretty good. The mica tube lamp. It has been said that beauty comes from simplicity. If so, then the mica tube lamp is a classic example. It has a delicate, warm appearance and a minimalist, cylindrical shade, with a stand that could be mistaken for an afterthought. 100% orange amber mica, imported from Japan. And that one doesn't give any room, but this one does. And so, we shall get some of these. Where shall we put them? We could put one in that corner right there, and get rid of this. Why not, eh? Actually, we could move it. We could move it into that corner there. That's probably a better idea. And then we need another one. We'll get rid of this, and then we'll put that there. And you know what? We're once again pretty much broke. We had about 600 simoleons before she married Dave, and now we have about 600 simoleons, and our bills are now going to be absolutely massive. Neither of them are going to be going to work today, but tomorrow they will be going to work. And we should probably get rid of this. Then again, it can't be deleted. But more importantly, we now have 2 Sims that we need to manage all of the needs of. And she knew Dave, by the way, 94 in the positive long term and 98 in the short term, which is even better than Dave knew Yvette. Well, not by much anymore, but I think that was the case. Right, there is actually something we can do here that might help Samuel. If we try and call Samuel and have him come over. By the way, let's see what her needs are like. Right now they're okay, although she wouldn't mind a bite to eat. We could sort that out, though. We'll invite him over. If he'll come around, we will serve these chocolates, and then move them onto the table. Hurrah. And now suddenly his house looks that much better, and that much more extravagant. Absolutely, we have so much to catch up on. I have some of the juiciest gossip. I know you'll just die when you hear it. We're not actually inviting Samuel over for Dave to talk to Samuel. We're inviting him over so that Yvette can go and talk to Samuel, so that Yvette can become Samuel's friend. And now there are 2 people in the household, and life has just got that much more complicated. What is this, she wonders? And what is this? She doesn't like that, but Dave most certainly likes that, and that does not surprise me whatsoever. Also, having that trash compactor is going to make things that much better. And now she is going to have a quick lunch. You know what, you could have a quick lunch. Why not? Why not have something to eat, eh? Why not? And you'll put that away, and then you'll immediately go and get another one of them. And life returns to some form of normality. It'll be a very different normality, however, because now Dave and Yvette are together. Forever. Alright, there he is, and he's brought chocolates as well. You know, we really don't need those chocolates. Also, what's your cooking like? Oh, your cooking is pretty terrible. You really shouldn't have started preparing food. We need to get you some cooking skill, most certainly. Let's hope that you don't set things on fire. You didn't set things on fire. That is very fortunate. We need you to study some cooking very quickly indeed. Actually, we don't, because you're going to be going to work pretty soon. Hello there, brother. How are you? Did you hear that I got married? You did? Marvelous. I'm just going to put that there. And what I'm going to do is I'm pretty much going to go and have a shower in my fantastic new shower. And then you're going to go and talk to Samuel. In fact, stop eating and just go and talk to him right now. You don't really know him, but you will know him a fair bit better in a moment. Alright, we'll have you clean that up there, and we'll have you clean that up there, and we'll have you clean that up there. It is time for you two to talk to each other about interests. What do you have in common? Are you actually going to talk about anything? Yes, you are. We just needed a little bit of time for that to start off. And it would seem that they do share a few things in common. And also the room stat here is fantastic, because indeed the maid does clean up all of the animal urine that's in the middle of the road. Unfortunately, that doesn't stop more of it turning up. Alright, and now there are 2 people for me to take care of. I keep saying that because it is a significant thing. There being 2 people there means that you need to juggle both of their needs in the morning. And that is a little more difficult than you think, especially when you consider that there'll be only 1 toilet and only 1 shower, and then they'll both need to use the toilet and take a shower. 9 in the positive. We need that to be quite a bit better. We're going to talk a fair bit more. A lot more, in fact. Alright, maybe we could have a compliment at that point. And having that trash compactor will certainly help out. Also, that room stat is pretty impressive in there. And you really need to turn off that television right now. Oh, we forgot to get something to improve logic, didn't we? We'll get something tomorrow. Or we could get something right now. We could sell this and get something. What could we get that would improve logic? I wonder. We could buy that. That is pretty cheap. It is the Checker Set 2. This elaborate and complex game of historical import allows the player to reproduce on the microscopic level any two-sided struggle of socio-political import throughout the ages. A player must choose light or dark, a decision which may seem simple, as each side has the same amount of pieces and the same ability to move a piece to the right or the left, but the philosophical implications of these choices may very well reverberate throughout the length of the entire game, or even for all time. We'll put that, I don't know, right there, and then we'll get a very, very cheap chair. We are pretty much broke right now, and I mean very broke. We have 37 simoleons to our name. We're definitely going to have to be very careful, and that is when the bills turn up, isn't it? Oh yes, that is when the bills turn up. The bills would of course turn up on the day when we most certainly can't pay them. Fortunately, they will go away when we pay them. I was about to say they'll just eventually leave, but no, they don't eventually leave. They will stay there, however, which is handy because we need to wait a day before we pay them off. We also need a vet to gain one more point of logic, which shouldn't be too difficult. And I think Dave should definitely go and answer that, because answering that could give us a large amount of money. Go and answer that, Dave, and let's see who that is. Is that somebody important? Is it a large pile of money? That would be very helpful. The answer is yes. Once again, the cream of tuna casserole has won the regional cook-off, which is brilliant. It means that we can go and pay these bills, which is fantastic. You know, we might as well actually go and get a second chair, or a slightly better chair. Then again, there aren't that many better chairs we could get. We could get that chair. It actually does fit in that little bit better. But then again, this chair is absolutely fine. We'll get another one of them. And then we'll marvel at the fact that the bills are that much more expensive. They're going to probably be far more expensive than they were before. And not surprisingly, Dave, you are rather tired. Getting married will do that. Alright, we'll just drop these on the floor and hope that they're not too expensive. How expensive are they? They're pretty expensive. They are very, very expensive. We're going to have to wait for a day before we pay those off. We're just going to put them on the floor and forget about them. Alright, you just turn that off, and you two continue talking to each other, even though your energy stat is absolutely rock bottom. Absolutely rock bottom. We won't have you talking for that much longer. Alright, I think it's time for you to, it's time for you to say goodbye, because you are very, very tired. Alright. Goodbye, and so long. I hope we become great friends eventually. Do you have any energy, or rather enough energy, to learn how to play chess a little bit? Or is that checkers? Or maybe it's something completely different. Did you literally just go and have some food? You know you're about to go to bed, right? That is food that you certainly can't afford to buy, because you have bills that are literally lying there and accumulating dust, much like everything else. She is far, far too tired. I think it's time for you both to go to sleep. Alright, and the amount of energy that you're going to gain is going to massively rocket compared to before. And here comes Claire, almost on cue. You arrive after a wedding to go and eat the cake that's in the bin. Unfortunately, the joke's on you, because there isn't any cake in there. But you may find some cake anyway. Have you found some cake? The answer is no, you have not found any cake. Unfortunately, this woke both of them up, which is not great. So we're just going to have them go back to sleep. And unfortunately, Claire left a massive pile of garbage there. Time for you two to go back to sleep almost immediately. And that is going to be a rapid gain of energy. It's not going to take that long whatsoever. Alright. Nearly at maximum? Nearly at maximum? Okay, you need to get up first and move that outside. The maid will take care of that eventually. You need to go and serve breakfast. There we go. While she sleeps that little bit longer. There we go. Actually, what you could do is you could get up and you could take a shower while he's preparing breakfast for you both. After all, he is the far better cook. And by being a far better cook, I mean he can actually cook. I know, it's very different when somebody else is sleeping in the bed with you as well. You can't just stretch everywhere. But you'll get used to it, Dave. You'll certainly get used to it. I can't believe it actually worked first time. I really can't believe it. And when we come back, folks, Dave is no longer an eligible bachelor. He is now married. And so is Yvette. She is now married. And so I'll catch you next time, folks. As when we come back, married life will begin. You might as well use that first, actually. Or you're just going to do that instead. I'm sure it'll be fine. So I'll catch you next time, folks. And I'll see you then. Dag dag.